Has strawberry shortcake videos running in the background. Yep, I can see why you would say that. It's pretty fantastic. That was a hard play because Gargoyles win and Thunderswords win in this matchup. So really, really hard choice for me here. I'm going to Gargoyle though. This Gargoyle plus Sentinel plus Matrix Warden is just crazy good. And it's too hard to pass up on that possibility. No Sentinel, that's sad. I do have the Thundersword now. Yeah, that's fine. So he's playing Necrium Utera, which means Thundersword is substantially less good. So I'm actually fairly happy that I didn't actually play Thundersword. I think I'll just go Gargoyle, Matrix Warden. I don't usually like to do that. I don't really want to have two of these guys whacking me. I still have the possibility for the Sentinel blowout, which I pulled. Unless he Dreadbolts that Gargoyle in 2. I'll just move the Gargoyle over, Roar, Sentinel, and blow out that guy. Go out the Patriarch. Alright, so he does Dreadbolt that one. I guess the right play instead is to just go Sentinel Roar, blows out nearly everyone. Pretty solid play. And that's why Sentinel's bonkers. And I've only seen one, so the odds were really good I would see another one here. I do. It's in a pretty good shape this turn as well. I'm losing on the life total, but I don't really care about the life total when I play this deck. It's pretty much just a board control deck. I can give up quite a bit of life at the beginning while I get my Stranglehold on the board. And he hasn't really leveled anything very scary yet. He's leveled some removal spells, 2 Patriarchs, and a Predator, to the best of my memory here. Yeah, so he hasn't really done much. I think he just played an Epidemic, which is just awful. So I'm pretty happy to see that, actually. He can level all the Epidemics he wants, assuming, of course, that I draw my Patriarchs, which sometimes doesn't happen and infuriates me to no end. So I'll just Matrix Warden him. So he didn't get down the Devourers, which are what win. Okay. He didn't get down the Devourers, which win in this matchup for him, or give him his best chance to win. So that helps me quite a bit. I didn't get a Sentinel here, though, which would have been really fantastic. That's unfortunate. I don't really want to give up my Gargoyle here, but I think I might have to. I'm going to overwrite him. And move him over and play the Arc Flight. A Roar here is really good for him. So, there's a good chance he roars. He only has 1 Patriarch too, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so there's this. Wow, Roar here would be really fantastic. Epidemic does the job fairly well also. But again, I mean, he got lucky that I didn't draw the Patriarch. I mean, he's getting consistently lucky on that one. Question here is, what is the right play between leveling a Gargoyle and leveling a Patriarch? I feel like leveling a Gargoyle is almost always the right answer. Could just play the Thundersword, actually. If I do that, Devourer will have less health. I can actually kill his Thundersaur with mine. I think I'm going to do that. Might not be a great play because he might just Blightwalker. But that's okay. Even if he Blightwalkers, I'll hit him for a whole bunch. So it's not the end of the world. Epidemic 2 here would be pretty rough. His Devourer would grow. But he really needs to do something about Mr. Thundersaur there. If he plays like a Predator 2, I can't grow it immediately. I just kill it with the Basher. And then the rest of the hand's not too good, but I have options. That's what I like about this deck. It's a very flexible hand. That's unfortunate. So the Thundersaur won't get me too much. And even that's not that bad. It's not what I'd like to see, of course, but I can just Basher in front of it. And then the question becomes, what's the other play? How many Patriarchs did I get leveled? That's really the question. Leveled... Wow, did I level none of them on player level 1? I didn't draw them at very good times. Wow, I don't think I leveled any of them. Ugh. So with that being the case, Aurora here is fine. Or Bright Steel's, or Battle Tactician's fine. I think I'd rather play a dude here though. So I'll go Tactician, I think. Lets me squeeze through a little bit more damage. Makes my whole board a little bit scarier. Now I can go Gargoyle to Sentinel and be positioned fairly well. Pretty sure he only got the one Dreadbolt 1 down. So he's got to pull it. One Dreadbolt 1. Yeah. Interesting. I often don't do this, but here I'm going to. I'm going to do that trade. And I'll take the 9 from the Weirwood, assuming I'll figure out some way to handle him next turn. Of course, I do find a very good way in getting to go Sentinel 2. Wow, he's drawing incredibly well. That's definitely worrisome. I think I moved the Gargoyle in 1 over to 3. Sentinel Roar, I guess. It's definitely looking bad for me. He certainly pulled a money draw there. All right. A Thundersaur could be very helpful, actually. He doesn't have a Botanimate leveled. So I'll be able to stick the Thundersaur in front of that Patriarch and trade it off. And the question becomes, what else do I do? Because he's got a pretty annoying board. Like, he's probably going to win this one. So not a lot I can do that. But Ether Hounds into Weirwood 3 was pretty soul crushing into the fact that I still haven't drawn anything. I've got the gargoyles leveled. Had I drawn them right away as a rebuttal, I would have been okay, but continuing to draw poorly is an issue. Just moving the gargoyle over and giving it up for Ether Hounds is pretty pointless. Another option is to, if I do move it over and roar, I put the Thundersword in front of Patriarch. My Sentinel lives. I lose the gargoyle. Get rid of the 11/11, which makes the 11/1 very easy to get rid of. Other choice would be something like leveling the Weirwood 1 or the. So none of those are really good options. So I guess I will do this. I don't really like this play, to be honest. I'm gonna have to take 22. And I'm quite vulnerable here. Another bad hand. Yeah, I think these hands undid me here. It's unfortunate. If he has an epidemic here, I pretty much lose. Yep. So that should do it. Because he will... Well, I guess he won't necessarily auto-win. The problem is I just don't have anything to really do anything to him. And he's making all the threats. So it's a weird game. Epidemic's just really bad against Patriarch, unless they don't draw Patriarchs. Then it's okay. So it was definitely not a game that went very well for me. I have to get incredibly lucky to win this one. I did finally get a good hand, but after I'm so far behind that, it probably won't matter unless he gets a ridiculously bad hand. That's a really humorous hand, because I can't just ignore that Thundersword, because if I do, then he no, actually can't ignore the Thundersword. He actually traded for some insane reason. Did he really just trade? Am I seeing that wrong? Wow, that was a really huge error on his part. If he had just hit me, I don't know, I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I guess he did just trade, which is really bad. It actually opens the door for me. It gives me a chance. Because now I have the Gargoyle 3. He doesn't have a response to it. And I can ignore the Thundersword for now. I mean, we're basically racing, and admittedly Gargoyles are really bad for racing, but I'm doing okay here now. Not good. That actually loses me the game. He drew exceptionally well. I don't really know what to say, other than when a guy draws this well, you're probably not going to win. That was really crazy. Wow, that is definitely upsetting. So I'm forced to go like that. I don't know what to do about Thundersword. He's just going to kill me. I think I'd have to let him attack me. I do the 16. Then I hit him for 16. He's a 24. If I draw a Sentinel, I could be okay. Alright, I guess I gotta do it that way. Oh well, I did get the Sentinel. So maybe, just maybe I have a shot at this one. He'd have to have a really bad hand though. That's, might look like a bad hand, but that's not. That's exactly what he needs to win the game. Unless he roars or something crazy. Because I can't block him all. Yep, so that wins. Which is auto wins because I can't block them all. Oh, actually, it does not auto win because I get to move post combat. Sweet. Alright, so I have to be able to block all 24. He does 15. So that allows me to block it all. So I can do Gargoyle, Sentinel, absorb everything, move over, still maybe not die this turn. Hanging on. Hanging on at 1. I'm going to do actually a lot of damage to him coming back the other way. 24, 29. This has just been utterly friggin' hilarious. This guy always has the perfect answer. Unfortunately for him, so do I. I mean, that's got to be kind of gut-wrenching for him that I had the Sentinel there. Because I still might be okay. I mean, now I've got enough damage on the board to actually win the game. Unless he can come up with something else great. Epidemic 3 was really strong. Like I said, it's just a terrible play against this matchup, but I didn't draw Patriarchs, and so he was able to use it. It's always really frustrating when people get away with epidemicing against a Patriarch deck. You just kind of shake your head and say, well, alrighty then. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do against that. I'm just supposed to draw Patriarchs. That was a lifesaver for him. He was pretty much dead until he did that. Luckily, I can just move everyone over. Jetpack him over. And play my own Thundersoar, and we can trade off for a bit. I can at least absorb damage for a few turns while I try to live. It's going to be tight though. So I do 19. Alright, so he moves 3, right? So there's 6, 8. 9 is 17. It's not enough yet. Hey there. So we'll do that. The Squadron. And then Roar. And now an Epidemic 3 wins for him. No Epidemic 3 and I probably win. Yeah, he's pretty much tortured me with epidemics in this game. It's been frustrating. I'm gonna mute my stream for just a moment here. Well, I think that Echo Wisp got us. Oh, it's unfortunate. Matrix Warden or 2, we might have been okay. So essentially, he's going to bring us down. So we're going to do 32 from the Thundersaur. So we could pump it up 3 more to do 35, plus 2 more is 37 because of the Tactician. And he is going to do 23. Oh, actually, I think we do win then. That's kind of funny. Let me do the math one more time. Not sure that it matters, though. It's not another play I have. So I'll be at 37, 39, which puts him at minus 28. He's going to do, I'll be at 11, that's 23. That'll put me at minus 22. Yeah, so I win. Cool. Go Thundersaur. Boom. Now that is a comeback right there. That is a comeback. Oh lordy, that's a comeback. I'm going to just take that one, walk away, and call myself fortunate to win that one.